Welcome to Pass the Baton. This is your 9-minute Olympics recap with me, Arj Thiruchelvam. Remember, you don't want to miss out on a day's worth of action from the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. I have the solution. You just need to join us for Pass the Baton every single day. Don't forget to hit subscribe right now, tell all your friends, and drop us a comment. First up, we had Ledecky. You've heard that name again and again on Pass the Baton. Ledecky, the only woman to go 4 Olympics in a row to win the 800-meter freestyle against Ariane Titmus. Titmus has had a great Olympic Games, but 12 years to the day of Ledecky's first title in the 800 in the Olympics, she's done it again. Next up, unfortunately, Walsh sustained a disqualification for an incorrect tumble turn in the 200 meters IM, where she momentarily turned onto her front. It was won in the last few meters, literally the last few meters, by that 17-year-old Simone McIntosh, with Douglas medaling as well. Later on, Walsh's sister actually dedicated her gold in the mixed 4x100 meters medley, where the USA actually secured a world record as well. One thing with the mixed relays, both on track and in the pool, not to take anything away, but it's an event which has been performed less and it takes place less. So sometimes you'll see those world records pop up a little bit more often. In the women's 50-meter freestyle semis, Sjoestroem won with an Olympic record and was 0.05 seconds off the world record. So much for a slow pool, hey? And then over on the track, we had the athletics. It was the women's 100 meters, and it was the first ever medal for St. Lucia. I said Alfred was going to be a threat, and she was. She dominated the semis and the final. Sha'Carri looked so nervous coming out onto the track, but she was happy with that silver. It was almost like a sense of freedom that she can actually perform at the majors. It was very, very nice to see. What happened to Shelly-Ann Fraser Price, should I say, in the semi-finals, it does seem a little bit unusual. She dropped out very, very late on, having been denied entry to the track. Plus, Dina Asher-Smith, it looks like in the semi-finals, she was just a short first step, denying her place in the final. But what great success for Daryl Nita, finishing 4th. It's painful, but amazing. We had a night of Caribbean glory with Grenada's first ever Olympic medal, courtesy of Lyndon Victor in the decathlon, adding to his World Championships and Commonwealth Games performances. We had LaFond, who jumped 15.02 in the women's triple jump competition to claim Dominica's first ever Olympic medal, and it was of the golden variety. Doesn't get better than that. And then, obviously, as we mentioned, Julian Alfred secured a powerful victory for the women's 100 meters. And remember, she's one to look out for. She goes again in the 200 meters straight away, first thing the next day. But St. Lucia's first ever medal also being gold colour. What a performance. The small islands really are demonstrating their performance capabilities and creating some histories here in Paris at the Olympic Games. Following that, we had an immensely exciting 4x400 mixed relay with a world record from Team USA in the semi-finals. Then as we headed into the finals, things got even more exciting. We saw a real exhibition of speed endurance from all of the nations, with USA actually holding the lead all the way through until the final lap. And when I mean the final lap, I mean the last 50 meters or so, where a strong performance from Amber Anning of Team GB secured bronze and very, very nearly took silver away from the USA. And yes, I said that correctly, because Boll came from 4th place when she took over the baton and went straight past into 1st place, missing out on the world record, which happened in the semis by just 0.02 seconds. Odd moment of the day. The odd moment of the day goes to a medic who was provided a chair when he had to go out and provide some assistance. The chair was actually for the athlete, and ironically, the medic thought it was for him, and he had a seat whilst the athlete was on the floor. That was quickly resolved, much to the amusement of the crowd and the embarrassment of him. Probably not one he's going to live down at work anytime soon. Over in the gymnastics, representing Ireland, we had McClenaghan, who scored a 15.533 to beat Nariman Kurbanov of Kazakhstan into second. He scored 15.433, while Stephen, the man we mentioned earlier, Mr. Pummelhorse, Stephen Nadorosik, the specialist who was called up for Team USA, secured bronze with a 15.3. Now, Team GB's Max Whitlock finished just off the podium in a very painful fourth position. 15.2 was his score in his final Olympic Games. It was an emotional day, obviously, to see Rhys McClenaghan from Ireland getting his victory and Max Whitlock unable to get that third gold, but a tremendous performance all round. Simone Biles added another gold to her Paris 2024 haul. Her and Leon Marchand aren't leaving many medals for the rest of us, are they? And also we had Carlos Yulo, who delivered an absolute clutch routine for a historic gold. Tokyo 2020 champion Artem Dolgopiyatov of Israel took silver, and Britain's Jake Jarman took bronze, which was excellent. Really nice performance from Jake as well there. It is the first medal of any colour for Philippines in the gymnastics, and just their second ever Olympic gold. Wow, what a day for firsts here. And now, before we tell you about tomorrow, a question I'm always asked is, how high is an athletics hurdle? Well, I've recorded a little segment here explaining exactly how high those hurdles are. Why don't we take a look now? The hurdles. This is an exciting event. As an athletics coach, I regularly have discussions with what the hurdles actually look like height-wise. So we have the long hurdles, which are these two here, and then the final two at the top. Those are the high hurdles or the sprint hurdles. So the women's 400 hurdle height is 76 centimetres. Then we have the male's 400 hurdle height at 91 centimetres. Then as we come up to the sprint hurdles, things start to get a bit scary. The women's 100-metre hurdle height here is 84 centimetres, and the men's hurdle height is a ginormous 106.7 centimetres. Does that surprise you? Does that shock you? Let us know in the comments. Wow. Excellent. Right, coming up tomorrow, the swimming action continues, and it's going to be concluding for us with also taking place the men's 100-metre finals. It's looking open. Noah Lyles, Hinchcliffe, Zarnell Hughes. There's going to be a lot of athletes in the running for that gold medal. Fresh off the back of their 100 metres final, the women's sprinters will be going into their 200-metre campaigns. As I said, Alfred will be one of the first to step onto the track. We have a massive 20 gold medals up for grabs taking place tomorrow. The men's golf competition also comes to a close with the fourth and final round of tennis with, yes, Djokovic versus Alcaraz in the final. It's a Wimbledon rerun, isn't it? And then the women's doubles finals will also be taking place. And from me, right now, the most important thing you can possibly do, other than tuning into the Olympics, is hit subscribe, tell your friends, and make sure you join us every single day for Pass the Baton. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.